just by looking at draft. Don't look at players, don't look at teams. You don't have to look at the logos, any of that. But if you had series of the day, Aura Fire, Onic Esports, both of these teams definitely do need to win out this series, especially if they want to secure, control their destiny, and getting themselves into the playoffs.
Absolutely, every point they got the scrap off the board counts because the top 6 is on the line. Welcome everyone to the Land of Dawn. This is going to be game 1 of Aura Fire versus Onic Esports.
All right, and here we go. It's gonna, nothing, does the laning, anything kind of stick out to you? I mean, I know it's very early, even in the laning phase. I mean, look at Melissa, you know, is top with the Beatrix, nothing too surprising there, but Keyboy gets a little low. Oh my gosh, Flicker. Oh, the secondary Flicker was Sin, actually hit the tower. I think he actually misclicked that one. Oh no.
If that actually were instant upset from the side of Aura Fire, but no, Keyboy is able to get out safely. CW early taking a lot of damage. Kyrie is going to run him down. Kabuki, he's gone. That's first blood for the Joy.
Okay. All right. You saw what CW did. CW was definitely baiting, knowing that Kyrie was going to make an appearance at some point. And that was kind of very close. But Kyrie there with a good rotation, and you see exactly why he is so good.
Absolutely. I mean, like, a lot of focus towards Kyrie, but again, Onic Esports is a star-studded lineup. Everyone really needs to be respected. Keyboy, look, he can just get out, just flex on the side of Aura Fire in these sort of situations. So much mobility with the Cho. Of course, you're contesting for the turtle.
Aura doing a great job of focusing on it, but Van will take the turtle, the real manipulation. The echo has been used, it spots out most. Kimura flickers, and he's going to be backing off. Van is a little bit low, but Keyboy now getting a little bit low. Doesn't be careful, gets kicked out of there, and Keyboy says, get out of here.
Yeah, he saved that kick to ensure that I'm going to be just fine. But the fact that Aura Fire, really great start, even though they lost on Kabuki. Ooh, CW, whether he would switch guns to get out the snipe, but I think he's probably reconsidering that. But Kabuki, why are you staying?
I think he's trying to get this kill, but CW actually misses the, that was actually very close on both ends. That was kind of dangerous.
Yeah, really playing with fire from both sides. I think it's to be expected from Kabuki as well as CW. But man, this really neck and neck.
Oh, the way of the dragon kicks him back. They found High, the flicker back, and Van is trying to try to protect his team, but High has already been killed. Kyrie already made the play. The real manipulation, but Kyrie's gonna be killed. Sin will take that one.
Absolutely, you take those? Trading High for Kyrie? Come on! I mean, High almost got out there, wasn't quite able to phase through the wall at the last second. Kyrie running down, but instantly Aura Fire, they have ways of biting back on towards Onic, and the goal difference is very minimal.
It's minimal. This is negligible at this point, right? I mean, if we're looking in the top lane, Aura have done good jobs, a good job of, making rotations around objective-based timing, right? Getting that turtle, that's going to be a big start for them. Yes, I mean, they did get that turtle, and that net worth lead is almost nothing, but they've kind of forced it. They've taken it away from Onic so that they can't really snowball. You talked about the fact that in the pregame, how Aura Fire needed to have a decent laning phase, and I think they've kind of answer the call, so to speak, especially in this 4 minutes of this game thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. These are the sort of traits that Aura Fire needs to get. You can see Astro Echo has been popped. This show where Onic Esports, the CW.
Oh, but it's Rage. They have him. CW has been killed. Kabuki will take this one, but they've got the turtle. Kyrie will secure that, and it looks like they've got Kimura as well, and Kyrie's on the prowl. Boots making a run for Van, but are they going to commit anything else? No, it looks like Onic are going to back off at this point.
Yeah, at this point, securing the turtle, getting the lore, but they trade out on CW. Definitely not ideal situation. It is really rough laning against Melissa in lane. So overall, this is to be expected. But man, I think the gold lane, it's just trading as they should. But Onic, they are still in the driver's seat, slight gold lead. But I think Aura, they have the better tools to even they have the late game, definitely, with the Novara, as Valentina, as well as Melissa. And then they don't have too much damage for now to really pick off Van.
Right. And I think Aurafire have done a good job thus far. I mean, trying to get themselves into that late game to ensure that they do it. And they've kind of gone neck and neck, right? They forced the issue, but the real world manipulation, but the stolen one, who's doing it better? The immobile, oh, Sans flickers. He tries to get out, and then nice save by Keyboy, keeping him alive. Sans is going to go back in. Van has gone a little too deep now, but he's been kicked the wrong way, and Keyboy says, whoops, as it looks like he's now going to have to make a dash for safety. CW continuing to fire. Van is not giving up here. He's sticking around. He's in the wheel mode, and Transformers, Autobots coming in. No, they found Keyboy getting a little bit low. Kyrie going in for this one. Now he wants this. He's got the Sin and the rhythm of joy. Let it turn on. He's going on. He's got the rhythm, but now he backs off.
Electrifying beats finally forces Aurafire to retreat. Again, these are the, like, it's all these small little trades that adds up. You can see Astro Echo has been popped, but Melissa Kabuki is not looking for anything. I think it's more of a deterrent. You can see her boots just cutting the waves, ensuring that Aurafire, they're not getting any turrets as of yet. Oh, but wait, the dragon!
They got him. Oh, they found High. They caught him out, and that's just one thing. You blink, you miss it, you get out of position, and that kind of stuff can happen, and that's not great for High right now, who's died twice already.
Red team has slain the turtle.
These are like not ideal for Navarre in terms of overall scaling. And again, now that Onic, going back towards that objective gameplay, a bit of a shaky start, but you can see instantly, slowly but surely, all this economy is adding up in favor of Onic Esports.
Onic Esports have taken the game, and they've been like, okay, it was a bit even, but now we're going to be aggressive. And as I say, that Boot's a little too aggressive and a little out of position at that point. You know, Aurafire will make him pay. And Sin does have the real world manipulation. That's the stolen one, but, you know, Sans is just going to walk out of it.
Yeah, I mean, just between two Yis, no one's really going to kill each other, but Sin...
Oh, the real world manipulation, that's the real one. He's been stopped. Van's gonna stop that one, but Sin is gonna get killed. Keyboy now is gonna get a little bit low. Does need to be careful. He tries to dash to safety, and they go for Kimura, who's joined the fight. The wild charge was on point, but CW is now starting to do some damage. CW has to flicker. He backs off here. Van is a little bit low, and it looks like what was the kill? It was 2 for 1 in favor of Onic.
That was like basically a really good wall charge onto multiple members, but the disengage, the split coming out for Onic Esports instead, they only just trade like room for EXP. I think overall these are really solid stuff. But let's look in terms of the itemization. This is a damage Grok. The fact that he's blading Blade of Heptases means that he's relatively squishy. Really brave soul, considering there is Kyrie as well as this Yi on the back. Then just diving in and just slowly poking him out. Aura, they're like rotating so many like down towards bomb site, but not getting it from it. While Onic, they're just slowly but surely gaining control all across the map.
Okay, and it looks like they found him. Kimura's on the backside. He actually is going to go for this. He actually found Keyboy. The barrier, that's going to be on point, but it looks like they're going to retreat as Sans has now joined the fight. Kimura slowed down. Bennett's rage on top. Kimura's passion. Everything in the kitchen sink, and Kimura will finally falter.
Yep. The checkerboard, that Grok's worst enemy. As I say, he has no magic defense, and the fact that I was surprised that Kimura wasn't punished sooner. Basically, like overall, not the best KD on this damage. Grok 1-3-0. Instantly, Onic, they are focused on objectives. They want to secure first Lord.
Yeah, and they're going to stick to it. I mean, they're going to be out front, let Kyrie do most of the work, take down the Lord. And who's going to jump in? Van is trying to go for it. Kyrie will secure the Lord. That's going to be the first one. The Echo's going to be used. It's going to be spotted on all 5, but I don't think Aurafire get anything out of this. And, oh my gosh, Sans, Boots is going to have to back off. And it looks like the robot manipulation and the stolen one, that's going to be used. And it looks like they just back off. They should be fine. But this T1 going in the wild charge, and Keyboy getting sent the wrong way. But it looks like Kabuki's been killed, and Keyboy will fall in return, but that's not the worst thing. Is Onic continue on? Kyrie, not scared, has the rhythm of joy. He's looking to go. That's his 6th kill of the game. It's only been 10 minutes. He's continuing on, doesn't let Sin breathe at all, and Kyrie will finally stop. No, he wants this. He's going in. Sin has to flicker to safety, and Kyrie's like, all right, now I'll let you go.
Yeah, I will finally decide to let you go. like overall on Esports, let's say they're in the driver's seat, forcing the issue. They're like overall just securing objective after objective. As I say, high, even though you have so much vision, but whether you have the rest of the team have the tools to go for these sort of engagement, I don't think they do. And keep on just shaying away, even though he was going to die, but he still landed the kick and secured the kill on Turret's Kabuki earlier on. Really solid stuff.
Oh, did you see that? There was a concealed play. Keyboy dashed over the wall. He was looking for that perfect kick, but the Echo had actually spotted him out, and he backed off. But the Lord is actually been removed already. The T3 mid is taking a little bit of damage. Onic have gotten what they could, excuse me, and they've taken all the T2s, but they've kind of controlled the map, and this is going to be the Onic show, at least for now.
Absolutely, rear wall manipulation on top of everything, but the wall just trying to stop the sun.
Getting a little bit
danger.
low. Doesn't be careful. Do they have enough to protect him? And they do. And Sans gets away. This is the second time that he's gotten away with just a sliver of life.
How is he out in all these situations? I would say this is really crazy. For a second, I was really worried for Onic whether they really kind of forced it a bit too hard, but no, they lose Van in return. What supposedly a pretty okay high ground defense, but you lose your jungler return. Definitely not good for Aura Fire.
Definitely not. And I mean, you talked about the matchup. It's a difficult matchup. Van, you know, who's 0-1-3 versus Kyrie, who I don't remember how many kills. I think he has 7 kills at this point. But Kyrie, the presence has been there, right? Taking objectives, getting those kills, and you know, on the Joy, it's just been this nuisance that you cannot control. Just so mobile, so much damage that Aura Fire haven't really found an answer to this.
No, here's the thing. No lockdown, no suppression from the side of Aura Fire to lock down this Joy. That's why Kyrie's just getting out scot-free in all these situations. I think Kimura, he's really trying his best, but the fact that he's not really able to survive for these extensive team fights when he's going for just full out damage, hoping to burst someone down.
You got to get lucky in that way. Try to find that burst, try to get him, and then just kind of, you know, get lucky, I think. Aura Fire right here, now they have zero vision on the Lord. I mean, they had the Echo that was going to be used, but I don't know if they commit for this one. It looks like Onic are making the push to further zone them out, and it looks to be another Lord going the way of Kyrie, and that's going to be the second one, and, you know, Onic have played this one to the T.
I mean, when you're almost 10k up on your opponent, I would say like definitely they are showing their presence across the map. Again, Aura Fire, they're lacking tools, and oh like, boys, stop it! You're like, stop being bullies. They had enough.
Oh, the disrespect, the disrespect. I mean, do you see this in your rank games where they just spam like this? Like,
Yes,
I know it's so ridiculous.
I think my teammates do that as well. I don't think I'm really
well, of course.
good at it.
I mean, it happens to everyone, and I get it, but it's just like, oh my god. Sometimes it can be so infuriating, right? Especially now where Keyboy is like, doesn't really care about farm. All he needs to do is just, if anyone comes out, he's gonna get you. But they use the Echo. That's gonna spot it out. The T3 has been taken out by the Lord, by that charge, and it looks like their base is wide open. Onic Esports trying to find the right avenue of attack.
Hear me out. Okay, Aura Fire, what they need to do is High needs to save that Astral Echo and pair it with Kabuki's like setup, throw out the doll, get that AoE damage through. You have it. You have a really good high ground defense with this Melissa, but I'm not seeing any force of sign.
Yeah, I haven't been able to see it, but again, the base wide open, the minions are there. And Boots playing a little bit safe. He does have his second life, the res if he wants to go for it. But it looks like the call to, you know, to regroup and to go back in is what they're gonna do. Is Onic Esports, they back off. If anything, they just fan their recall.
I mean, as Kyrie say, Onic can be very aggressive, but they can play really disciplined, even though this is not really disciplined. You're just spamming recall in Aura Fire's face. But overall, in terms of the itemizations, you can see that this point Joy is like just maxed out. The fact that he has Blood Wings and Immortality ensures that he's not gonna die anytime soon.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And that's kind of, I mean, they played this one so perfectly, right? Like, oh my gosh, so frustrating, right? You don't have any towers, you cannot leave your base. You know, Aura Fire have 0 openings, I think. But it looks like there's going to be one sneaky push from Onic. They're going to make their way at least to the bottom. Keyboy has spotted most of it out, but they're just waiting for the minions.
Kabuki, like, do you see that? Like, 70% of his HP just went down the drain.
Oh, Sin. He's getting baited a bit by Keyboy, but I don't think he's going to further commit for this. If you're looking at the rest of Onic, they're just kind of, you know, surrounding them, right? Making it, taking over the enemy jungle. And if anything, they're just creating a lot of space because 10 seconds, the load is back up.
It's really rough because Van is their only source of frontline. He wants to be in front, but at the same time, they need him to secure objectives. Aura, I'm not sure
they
if
found
we
Keyboy.
should really stay. Ooh.
Yeah. A little bit of damage, but again, the Lord is going to be started here. CW would start that one out. But, you know, as RFR, yeah, you go out, but the lanes are all pushing. This is a difficult situation. They've gotten boots, so that's a win. Can they actually compound this into something else? Can they find anything? Van is going in. The Lord got to be careful, but they've actually got the control, and Kyrie's going to take the Lord. The kick was on point, the control, and Van was like, maybe I got it, but he wasn't able to get the retribution off.
Here's when I'm gonna be a bit harsh on Aura Fires. Like, their hero pool, Hai is known to be basically playing these, like, basically mage or enchanter style, like, kind of roams that there's no one to really contest for this Cho. And if this keeps up, like, Keyboy is just going to, like, I don't really need to play anything else. I can just, like, keep playing Cho unless it's banned. Otherwise, I can go for something else, pick up the Kufra. There is so much that Onic Esports can play, their hero pool, their mechanics, and this is why they're one unstoppable machine.
And this is kind of why those repositioning roamers are just so good, right? You have your Franco, you also have, you know, the Cho in this case. But Keyboy going in for this one actually kicks back Kimura, and we're talking about how good the Way of the Dragon is, and he just makes another play. Van is going to be removed as well, and the Lord is still there. CW gets a little bit low, has to back off. He's going to be fine. He goes for the Redders after he gets the snipe onto Kabuki, who's going to be killed high. He's going to get sniped as well, and that's going to be game 1. Going the way of Onic Esports.